Have you ever tried to plan every detail of your life, or maybe a situation you're in, only to find that God's plans were completely different and even better? Well, the Bible says in Galatians chapter 1 and verse 15, Paul said, "But when God, who from my mother's womb set me apart and called me by his grace." Think about that. From my mother's womb. That's a long time ago. Hey, listen, as followers of Christ, we need to learn how to make space for God to work in our lives. Too often, we calculate and plan everything, deciding how we think events will unfold. But we forget to leave room for God to show up in His own way. What if God interrupted your meeting or sermon in a way you never expected? Would you recognize Him? The key is to look for God, not in a specific way, but with a heart that expects Him. This is how we make room for Him. However much we think we know about God, we must never lose sight of the fact that He can move in ways that completely surprise us. God often meets us in sudden, unexpected moments, just as Paul wrote, when it pleased God. Keep your life in constant connection with Him so that His power can break through in ways you never anticipated. Stay in a state of expectancy, always leaving space for God to act as He chooses. Here's our life application point for today. Are you leaving room for God to work in your life? Or are you too busy trying to control everything? Surrender your plans and stay connected to Him through prayer, trust, and obedience. When you create space for God, He'll move in ways that will amaze and transform your life.